Hello, this is channel Layer Race, and in this tutorial I will show you how to make a 3D retro looking text style in Adobe Photoshop. So I already have set up my background with gradient. Gradient colors are these, you can see 255, 111 and 135, and 124, 49, 60. So these are colors. Okay, lock down the layer. Okay, now let's type our text. Retro text. Retro text. Okay, now this is, I'm using font hand lettering. You can find it on Google. If I remember correctly, it's on Da Font or other websites. It's free. So now let's begin creating our text style. We have our text in layers panel, and now let's convert it to smart object. Okay, now we have our smart object layer. Now let's make a folder called 3D. This will hold our 3D layers. Okay, now go to this smart object, right mouse click and duplicate layer. Okay, and drag it to the 3D folder. Okay, now let's, using arrow keys on keyboard, drag it down and to the right once, and go to on 3D folder, blending options and color overlay. Make it let's take a color from the background, so color overlay, and let's take color from the corner, for example. Okay, now we have first layer for 3D effect, and now select this layer in the 3D folder and hold Alt key and press down and right, or at the same time, down and right buttons, two buttons at the same time. So you're just making more copies of this layer. It's a fake 3D effect, but it works good. Okay, so now let's test it out. If you select your first layer and double click on it, you can see your text here. Let's try to edit text. For example, remove one letter and close this. Now all the layers, all the copies updates with your text that you edited. Okay, now let's go back and add a letter again. So this is how you make a text style in Photoshop. You can open this smart object layer and replace with your own text, your own font, or your any object. Okay, now let's add more effects to the original layer. Let's try color overlay, for example. This bevel and emboss. Let's change the color a bit. Make it look smooth. Okay, we can again click on 3D layer and make our 3D effect a little bit darker. Like this. Okay, now we can add our shadow. Select the last layer and drag this layer to the bottom in the layers in the 3D folder. Like this. It has to be in the 3D layer, and the last of your copies has to be on the bottom. You can also do this by going to layer, I can't remember, yeah, bring to front, send to back, like this. Now select this layer, go to blending options and drop shadow. Distance. Okay. That's okay. And here you have it with 3D text with shadow. It's quite easy to make and easy to edit and replace with your own text. So that's it for this quick Photoshop tutorial. Thanks for watching and goodbye.